Five Nights at Freddy's, Tales from the Pizzaplex. I picked up this book because I am a huge fan of Five Nights at Freddy's series, and I was eager to dive into the eerie world of Freddy Fazbear's once again. This graphic novel promised to bring some more spine-chilling series from the infamous Pizzaplex, and I was curious to see how the new tales would stack up against the rest of the franchise. Before reading, I must admit I was a bit skeptical about whether this installment would capture the same level of fear and suspense as the previous entries. I wondered if it might have been a little too predictable or repetitive, given how expansive the Five Nights at Freddy's universe had become. But what I found was that Haps introduces a fresh, terrifying scenario that breathes new life into the series. The graphic novel format adds a visual layer to the horror, making the scares even more intense. The book begins with a story that centers around the titular character Haps, a security robot that is supposed to keep the Pizzaplex safe. However, this quickly spirals out of control as Haps starts malfunctioning in the most unsettling of ways. The initial setup is deceptively calm, luring you into a false sense of security before the true horrors begin to unfold. As the story progresses, we're introduced to different characters who each have their own terrifying encounters with the Pizzaplex. The graphic novel does an excellent job of building tension through both storylines and also the artwork. The creepy atmosphere is palpable, and you can almost feel the cold, dark corridors of the Pizzaplex as you read. The visuals for me were a major highlight, with the artist doing an incredible job of capturing the eerie essence of Five Nights at Freddy's universe. Each panel is packed with detail, making you want to linger over the images, even as the suspense drives you to turn the page faster. The blend of horror and mystery are executed brilliantly, keeping you on the edge of the seat. The book then wraps up with a climatic ending that leaves you with more questions than answered, and as any good Five Nights at Freddy's story should, it's a haunting conclusion that sticks with you, making you eager for the next installment in the series. This graphic novel format is particularly effective here as the visuals enhance the impact of the final scenes. So if you are a fan of the Five Nights at Freddy's series, or you just love a good horror story, Tales from the Pizzaplex is definitely worth picking up. It's a gripping read that pulls you deeper into the dark, twisted world of Freddy Fazbear, and it's sure to leave you with chills long after you've finished.